Hello, 4th grade, Miss Mush here. So this week we are working on our Wayne thiebaud cakes. All right, so here's my example right here. I drew this cake. Normally we would use oil pastels. If you do have oil pastels at home, I would highly recommend it because it makes it easier to blend. If not, it's okay. We'll use the crayons or whatever we got to use to work on this. All right, so this project is about lighting and shading as well as form. So let's get started on this project. So your paper should be left to right, horizontal. I'm going to write my name, Mr. Mush. All right, so the first things first is you're going to draw two parallel lines like this. All right, just like that. Okay, and then you're going to draw a frown connecting the top, and then a smile also connecting the top, and then draw another smile at the bottom. Okay, so now we have a cake. And then we're going to draw the plate going around it. Okay, we're going to draw the table for it sitting on it right there. Okay, next what we're going to do is we're going to go to the center and we're going to draw like a triangle like this. And we're going to make sure it doesn't touch up here, goes about to the center. Okay, then we're going to erase this line in between the triangle that we just drew. Okay, and we're going to draw three lines. We're going to draw 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then to make sure that the cake looks right, you have to make sure your lines are parallel to the lines up here. So the lines on this side need to be parallel to this. So I'm going to draw 1, 2 lines, and then right here 1, 2 lines. Make sure that these lines touch each other. Okay, they should make little triangles themselves right there. Okay, I want to erase this line just a little bit more. All right, and there you go, you have your cake now. All right, so now what you need to do is you got to decorate it. What you can do is look up different types of cakes on Google. Right now I'm just going to give it a simple icing trim, and then a little icing and 2 strawberries. This will be a strawberry shortcake. Okay, all right, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my crayons and I'm going to decide where the light is coming from, because we talk about light source for this project, right? So is my light coming from over here or over here? My light's going to come over from over here. So it's going to be lighter on this side and darker on this side. So you need to pick a color, a base color for your cake. So I'm going to do red as my base color here. Okay, and I'm going to put a little bit of red over here. So to show that the light is coming from this side, I'll put a little bit of yellow right here, and I'm going to use a little bit of white to blend it to make it lighter on this side. Okay, and then as I'm going to the other side, I'm going to make it darker. So I'm going to take a little bit of purple and put a little purple there, and then over here, okay, I'm going to put a lot more purple on the sides right here. And look, I'm shading it in, I'm curving it, and I'm also using crayons without a wrapper. All right, so and then it really blends it in, and then I'm gonna use some more red to blend it together. Does everyone see that? See how it's lighter on this side and darker on this side, right? And the same applies for the top. So if I'm shading in the top, I want the top to be red. Okay, and remember, you can't use any black. That's the challenge for this project. So I'm going to put a little bit of yellow over here, a little bit of purple over here, and then I'll use the white to blend it in over here, make it light. All right, maybe use a little bit more red over here. Okay, and then I'm going to shade in the frosting. I want purple. Okay, just like that. And what's nice is you doing a swirling motion, it helps give the texture of the icing. Okay, I'll shade in my strawberries. Okay, All right. And then the inside of the cake, you got to decide what kind of cake you're having. If you're going to do vanilla like me, all right, you're going to use yellow. All right, and yellow is going to be my base color here on the inside. Okay. Now, if the light is coming from this side, the shadow is going to be on this side, okay, of the inside of the cake. If the light is coming from this side, okay, the shadow on the inside of the cake is going to be here. So I'm going to take a little bit of brown, and I'm just going to shade it in just a little bit like this. I'm going to take a little bit of yellow, blend it in some more, and then I'm going to take that purple again and make my icing filling like right there. Okay, so now it's really shaded. Okay, and the same goes for the plate. Like I'm going to do a blue plate. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit of yellow right here. Okay, mix it with a little bit of white to really get that. I'm going to put a little bit of purple over here to show that there is form, and I'm also going to put a little bit of purple underneath to show that the cake is sitting on the plate. All right. Just like that. All right. Now the last thing you have to do is the background here and the table here. So I'm just going to do checkers like this for my tablecloth. Now you can do whatever you want for your tablecloth. It's up to you. You could do checkers like me. You could do stripes. It could just be a solid color. But you got to do something. All right. Okay, so there's my tablecloth. And then my background. Let me see. I think I'll just do, I'll do a red background. And I'm going to do the red over here. I'm going to do red all around. But the light rule is still going to apply. So I'm going to blend. I'm going to blend my purple over here because it's darker over here. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little bit of yellow over here to show that the light is coming in from over here. And I'll use a little bit of white to blend it in to show like that. And there's my cake. All right. So that's what you're doing this week. Make sure you determine your light source. Make sure you use the lights and darks. Make sure it has form. All right. So with all that being said, I hope you have fun with this project. And until next time, take care.